Hey class, happy Thursday. I heard that you guys were okay yesterday, but not the greatest that you could be. I need you to step it up, especially if you are wanting to earn crepes. So just reminders with our video lesson today. Please pause or rewind whenever it's needed, especially if you guys need to go over vocabulary again. Just nicely raise your hand and ask the substitute if they can pause it and go back to a certain spot. The substitute will be using the kitchen timer to help us keep track of some of our time. So once you hear that timer go off, Chromebook's closed, stop talking, whatever it happens to be. If there's something wrong or something missing, you can go ahead and send someone to Mr. McMahon in room A17, and he will help you guys out. Make sure you're participating fully today. If you don't have a partner, make sure you find an elbow or eyeball partner that you can work with, someone else who doesn't have a partner. And if there's a group of 3, make sure that you're all practicing. Okay, let's get going. First of all, let's review our class rules. Okay, class, what's rule number 1? Mouths are quiet. Good. Let's hear louder on rule number 2. What's rule number 2? Eyes are watching. Okay, and what's rule number 3? Ears are listening. Rule number 4? Body is still good. And what's rule number 5? Excellent. Merci. Okay. Ouvrez vos agendas, s'il vous plaît. Ouvrez vos agendas et on va écrire I can number 23. I can state what I prefer. I can state what I prefer. Okay, make sure you are doing your writing today. The guest teacher is going to pass out a worksheet. You will be turning that in later for your credit. So I can 23. I can state what I prefer. Ok, on va commencer avec Tiny Cards. Allez à tinycards.duolingo.com. Okay, lesson is EF space 06.02. Okay, ouvrez vos Chromebooks et allez à tinycards.duolingo.com. The substitute or guest teacher can give out yellow euros for people who are working and being on task, following directions quickly. So guest teacher, please pause this video and set the kitchen timer for 5 minutes. Students have 5 minutes, and then Chromebook should be closed. Excellent. Here is your heads up, class. This is going to be our assessment. Don't freak out. Mouths are quiet. We are going to be having a fashion show. So dress up on Tuesday. Plan whatever awesome outfit that you want to present to the class for our fashion show. That will be how we are recording your presentational speaking for your grade. So heads up with that. Excellent. Une révision. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. Répétez. Les vêtements. Une casquette. Un short. Un bonnet. Un t-shirt. Une ceinture. Les lunettes. Des chaussures. Un legging. Une blouse. Des sandals. Des tennis. Des battes. Une robe. Une jupe. Un sweat à capuche. Un manteau. Un pull. Un jean. Un pantalon jogger. Un pantalon jogger. Bien, répétez. Un polo. Un cordon. Excellent. Répétez. Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Excellent. Répétez. Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Bien. Répétez. Je porte. Excellent. Répétez classe. Aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi, le 3 janvier. Okay. Écrivez vos réponses en phrases complètes en français. Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Be sure you include at least 4 items. Hint, hint, you could use un cordon. Also, if you're feeling awesome, let's go ahead and add anything else that you can. So like if you have more than 4 items, let's go ahead and try to add those. So, que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Guest teacher, please pause the video now and give students 2 minutes to answer this question. The question is, what are you wearing today? They should be answering in French in their packets on their focus section. Please pause the video now. Okay. Excellent. You should be done with your focus. Go ahead and use your markers et utilisez rouge, jaune ou vert. I can state what I am wearing. How are you doing? Rouge, jaune ou vert. Go ahead and color that traffic light in the appropriate color. Okay, bien. Let's take a look at some clothing in France. Let me get my fancy thing. Okay, so clothing in France, you'll notice they tend to look a lot more chic, even if their outfits are really basic. I mean, here she's wearing Converse and pants, but she's got on a classier jacket and she's wearing a scarf. Scarves are fairly common in France. You'll also notice these 2 girls are wearing shorts. However, they're wearing like tights or nylons with them. This is a very common fad in France to just help keep things classy. Men will also wear scarves also, but it's not like every single person in France is wearing scarves, but it is slightly cooler, and scarves are just a nice accessory, keep you warm. Here you can see some men's clothing examples. You'll notice even though they're pretty simple things, they're still looking pretty classy and pretty nice. Another thing that I love that you can kind of see with these girls here is they are not huge on using makeup and like straightening their hair and things like that. They're a lot more for that natural look. So it's just really nice just because they're more, I guess you could say, accepting of that natural beauty style. Okay. Excellent. Les couleurs, répétez, s'il vous plaît. Répétez. Rouge. Orange. Jaune. Vert. Verte. Excellent. Let's pause for a minute. Why are we seeing 2 words for the same color? Does anyone have any guesses? Go ahead, just shout them out. We have 2 words for the same color because 1, Vert is to describe masculine colors, and vert with the E is to describe feminine items. Sorry, I said colors before. Okay. Bien, répétez. Bleu, bleu. I don't say bleu, bleu, bleu. Répétez violet, violette. Brun, brune. Noir, noir. Blanc, blanche. Rose. Gris, grise. Okay, excellent. Let's check, make sure we know what all of these colors are. Just shout it out. What is gris or grise en anglais? Good, gray. Et rose? Pink, excellent. Blanc ou blanche? White, très bien. Noir, noir. Black, bien. Brun or brune? Brown, good. Violet, violette? Purple. Bleu, bleu, bleu? Blue. Vert, vert? Green. Jaune? Yellow, excellent. Orange? Très bien, c'est orange. Et rouge? Red, excellent. Let's go through these again. Répétez. Rouge. Orange. Jaune. Vert. Verte. Bleu. Bleu. Violet. Violette. Brun. Brune. Noir. Noir. Blanc. Blanche. Rose. Gris. Grise. Excellent. Quiz time. I'm going to show you a color. You are going to shout out what it is. Our guest teacher can go around with euros if they would like, and people who are participating and paying attention, you can go ahead and give one of those yellow euros. Okay, get ready. I'm going to show you your first color. Again, you need to shout out what it is en français, in French. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Violet ou violette? Blanc ou blanche? 3, 2, 1. Rose, très bien, rose. Rouge, rouge. Noir or noir? Excellent. Encore. Jaune, jaune. Not jeune. Jeune means young. You gotta make an O sound. Jaune, jaune. Bien. Okay, let's see if you know what this one is. Bleu, bleu, bleu. Excellent, c'est bleu. Brun or brune? Gris ou grise? Vert ou verte? Très bien. Orange. Excellent. Très bien. Alors, let's take a look at this. Que préfères-tu? Que préfères-tu? We've seen this before. What does it mean, class? Good. It means what do you prefer? Alors, répétez. Que préfères-tu? Que préfères-tu? Excellent. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? And to answer that, we're going to say je préfère. Répétez. Je préfère. Répétez. Je préfère. Excellent. Bien. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère. And we'd go ahead and tell them what we prefer. Excellent. Alors, répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère le pull noir. So I prefer the black sweater with Mrs. Claus dabbing. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère la robe bleue. So notice on both of these examples, it's different than what we're used to, but a lot of other languages do this. They have the color after the item. So you do the item, le pull, the sweater, and then the color, noir. And notice this one was masculine, so we didn't add an E at the end. And this one was feminine, so we had la robe, and then we did the color bleu, and we added the E at the end because it is feminine. So make sure when you see that la, you're doing the feminine form of the color. Okay, we're going to do a speaking activity. This is going to be avec votre partenaire d'œil. Avec votre partenaire d'œil. D'accord? On va parler avec notre partenaire d'œil. So we are going to be speaking with our eyeball partner. You're going to ask, just one of you will be asking, que préfères-tu? And your partner is going to tell you, je préfère le bonnet, or whatever item it is, and then they're going to do the color that they see on the screen. So for this one, our eyeball partner would ask us, que préfères-tu? And we would say, je préfère le bonnet violet. And then it would be our turn on the next slide to ask our partner, que préfères-tu? And we'd say, je préfère la blouse verte. And then it would be their turn to ask us, and so on. I'm going to try and do the right timing for you guys to speak, but if it's way too fast, our guest teacher can pause it. But if you are all on task working, this should be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead, get ready to begin on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Switch. Now you're going to ask them the question. Excellent. Que préfères-tu? En 3, 2, 1, go. Switch. 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 Que préfères-tu? Je préfère le t-shirt. Que préfères-tu? Bien. Alors, show me. Ça va bien? Ça va comme ci, comme ça ou ça va mal? Ça va comme ci, comme ça va mal? D'accord. Alors, let's practice this way. Okay, this is going to be on your worksheet. This is not in your packet. Traditionally, if I was there, we'd be doing this on the whiteboard so I could check your masculine versus feminine. However, I am not there. So we're going to do this on the worksheet and you're going to turn it in so I can take a look at it there. So you are going to answer in complete sentences which item you prefer. I was even super nice on the worksheet and I put that like number 1 is le t-shirt, number 2 is le pantalon jogger, etc. So you're going to tell me like je préfère le t-shirt rouge, je préfère le pantalon jogger bleu, je préfère le sweat à capuche gris, etc. So remember, it goes item and then color. So je préfère, item, and then color. And if they start with la, so the bottom 3, make sure that your colors are with the feminine endings. This, I think you can probably do in 4 to 5 minutes. So guest teacher, if you would like to pause the video, make sure that they all have their worksheets. And then, like I said, I'm thinking it shouldn't take us any more than 5 minutes to do these. So go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, excellent. Répétez s'il vous plaît. Que préfères-tu? Que préfères-tu? Je préfère. Très bien, merci. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère le poule noir. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère le poule noir. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère la robe bleue. Je préfère la robe bleue. Excellente. Okay, maintenant avec votre partenaire. Deux encore. We're working with our eyeball partner again. Que préfères-tu? Okay, ask and answer which of the 2 items you would purchase. Okay, so you have your 2 items, your BYU shirt and your U of U shirt. You're going to ask your eyeball partner, que préfères-tu? They're going to tell you, je préfère le t-shirt rouge or le t-shirt bleu or whatever it happens to be. And then they're going to ask you the same question because this is an opinion one. So that means that you're going to have different opinions. Guest teacher on these ones, I do not have a good guess of how long these are going to take, so I am going to just go through the slides, giving about 10 seconds for each, but if you could please go ahead and just pause at each new clothing and then just kind of listen, and when they sound like they are done asking que préfères-tu for both students asking the question, then you can go ahead and resume. So let's practice one more time, guys. Répétez. Que préfères-tu? Je préfère le t-shirt bleu. Je préfère le t-shirt rouge. Okay, so go ahead, ask your partner. Que préfères-tu? Make sure you are both asking the question, que préfères-tu? You say it, les chaussures, or les tennis. Excellent, merci. Alors, ça va bien? Ça va comme ci, comme ça, ou ça va mal? D'accord. Excellent. Alors, répétez s'il vous plaît. Que portes-tu? Je porte un polo orange. Sorry, I messed up on that one. Répétez, je porte un polo orange, un jean bleu et des tennis gris. Répétez, que portes-tu? Je porte un polo orange, un jean bleu et des tennis gris. Répétez, que portes-tu? Je porte une robe rose, une ceinture noire et des chaussures noires. Très bien, merci. Okay. This is going to be another writing activity. You are going to answer the question, que portes-tu aujourd'hui? Be sure to include a color for each item. Remember, we say je porte, and then the item, and then the color. For example, je porte une robe rose, une ceinture noire, un cordon noir, et des chaussures noires. Okay, so item and then color. This is again on your worksheet. This is not in your packet. It's on your worksheet. Answer that question. Que portes-tu aujourd'hui? You have 2 minutes to do so. Guest teacher, please set the timer for 2 minutes and pause the video now. Excellent. Okay, répétez s'il vous plaît. Portes-tu un polo noir? Portes-tu un polo noir? Répétez oui. Je porte un polo noir. Oui, je porte un polo noir. Bien, merci. Okay, what if we don't have an item? So this one was asking, are you wearing a black polo? And he said, yes, I'm wearing a black polo for his hot date tonight. This one we're asking, portes-tu un polo vert? And he is not. So let's see what he says. Okay, répétez, portes-tu un polo vert? Répétez, portes-tu un polo vert? Non, je ne porte pas un polo vert. Let's try and do that faster. Répétez. Non, je ne porte pas un polo vert. Bien, répétez. Non, je ne porte pas un polo vert. Bien, good effort. Okay. Alrighty. We are going to be in our packet now. So, tournez à la page 8, s'il vous plaît. Tournez à la page 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tournez à la page 8. On this page should be all the clothing that we labeled yesterday. I need you to pick 5 of those items only 5, and you are going to put a star in their box. Okay, I'm going to give you about 60 seconds. Okay, so you're going to put a star. So a total of 5 items. Star 5 items on page 8. Pick 5 clothing items that you like and put a star next to them. You have 40 seconds. Vingt-cinq secondes. Again, we are on page 8. You are putting a star next to 5 of the clothing items. Vous avez 15 secondes. 10 secondes. Okay. Alrighty, so this is what's going to happen. Do not show your elbow partner your paper. You are competing against them. Winners are going to get euros if there are still euros left, and your guest teacher is passing those out. Okay, you are going to ask your partner, this game's kind of like Battleship. You're going to ask them, portes-tu? And then an item like portes-tu une ceinture, portes-tu un t-shirt. So it's not if they're wearing it, but if they have it starred. So when your partner asks you portes-tu, if you have that item starred, you are going to answer with oui, je porte, and then the item, and you just lost a point. And if you do not have the item starred, you're going to respond negatively. You're going to say non, je ne porte pas, and the item. Okay, the partner who guesses the most items wins. So that means you're trying to guess all of the 5 stars that your elbow partner has. So the faster you ask and answer, the more likely you are to guess all 5 of their items. So you are trying to guess their 5 starred items. Okay, so let's practice one time. Okay, répétez. Portes-tu un jean? And if you have a star next to the pair of jeans, then you would answer, répétez, oui, je porte un jean. And if there is not, and then the person who asked portes-tu, they would get a point. So they could like tally it or just remember on your fingers or whatever. And then if you do not have a star next to the pair of jeans, then you would say, répétez, non, je ne porte pas un jean. Répétez, non, je ne porte pas un jean. Please give yourselves 3 minutes to do this activity. Winner may be rewarded €1 if the guest teacher chooses so. So please pause the video now. Okay, alors ça va bien, ça va comme ci, comme ça, ou ça va mal? D'accord. Alrighty, exercice E. So we are still on page 8. You are going to need the colored pencils for this one. Choosing colors people are wearing in class. Quickly color the items you labeled yesterday on page 8 in different colors. You know where the colored pencils are, so let's have our person who gets supplies quietly go grab your table set of colored pencils. The substitute's going to pause the video and give you 3 minutes and no more than 3 minutes to do this. You don't have to color these nicely. It's just kind of like a scribble on to add color so that we know what color it is, because that's a lot faster than writing the colors down. So like I said, it's just like a quick like scribble to have the color. And if I were you, I would select colors that more people are wearing in class. Again, you have 3 minutes and only 3 minutes. So if you don't get them all colored, oh well. Okay, now that your 3 minutes is up, we're going to practice the phrases that we're going to use in our next activity with those colors. Okay. Répétez. Portes-tu un polo noir? Oui, je porte un polo noir. Portes-tu un polo vert? Non, je ne porte pas un polo vert. Non, je ne porte pas un polo vert. Très bien. Okay. We are going to do a sign here. This one is different. So listen up. We are doing page 8, exercise J. So if you need to look at the words, they should be on page 8 under the exercise J. So first things first, anything that you left uncolored counts for all of the colors. So that means if you have an item and it is not colored, like let's say you didn't color the dress, une robe, if it is blank and someone asks you, portes-tu une robe violette, you would have to say, oui, je porte une robe violette, and they would get 5 extra points. If they asked you, portes-tu une robe jaune, you would say, oui, je porte une robe jaune, because it is uncolored, so it counts for all colors. So this is what's going to happen. So you're going to ask, portes-tu un or une, and then the clothing item and a color, like portes-tu un jean bleu. If the person has that item colored, what color you ask, or if it's blank, so it counts for all colors, they're going to say, oui, je porte un jean bleu. And then you would have them sign your box with your blue jeans, and you would get a +5. So you'd need to write that in as well. So they'd sign their initials, and they'd put and you'd put a +5. If you asked them portes-tu un jean bleu and they had their jeans colored orange, they would say, non, je ne porte pas un jean bleu. They would still sign the box that has your jeans colored blue. They'd still initial it, but you would not get an extra +5. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so let's practice. Répétez. Portes-tu une robe rose? Oui, je porte une robe rose. Or we could say, répétez. Non, je ne porte pas une robe rose. Okay, so you have 3 minutes to go around the classroom. Get as many signatures as you can. Remember, if they say oui, je porte with the item in color, because that's the same item and color they have on their paper, then you get an extra +5. If you're behaving and the guest teacher chooses, you can find out who has the most points at the end of 3 minutes and reward that person with euros. So again, you have 3 minutes to do this activity. Please pause the video now. Ok, ça va bien? Ça va comme ci, comme ça, ou ça va mal? D'accord. Alrighty. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. Les vêtements. Une casquette. Un bonnet. Une ceinture. Les lunettes. Les bottes. Un pantalon jogger. Un short. Une blouse. Un t-shirt. Des chaussures. Un sweat à capuche. Des sandals. Des tennis. Un pull. Une robe. Une jupe. Un legging. Un manteau. Un jean. Un polo. Un cordon. Excellent. Hopefully you got this far. That means you were behaving. Awesome job. You have two options. If you did not finish your monster yesterday, labeling as well in French besides drawing on the clothing and coloring it, you may do that. Otherwise, if your monster is all done, the items are labeled in French, then you can go ahead and be on your Chromebook. On Google Classroom, there is the Quizlet activities for clothing, so you can practice the vocabulary. Okay, so two options. If you're not done with your monster, finish your monster. Otherwise, Quizlet is on Google Classroom for clothing, and you can do that there. Don't forget, clean up the last few minutes of class. It should just take you no more than 2 minutes. Make sure that you put away your folders, put away the colored pencils, put away the markers, tuck in your chairs, be good, and don't you dare stand at that door waiting to leave. Make sure you wait for the guest teacher to excuse you. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.